What is up, guys? It is me, Haas Monkey here, and I am back with another video. Without further ado, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Today I have a story time video for you guys. In today's story time, I have a gameplay of the new game that came out, High on Life, made by the creators of Rick and Morty. If you guys haven't played this game, you might want to go check it out. It's free in the Game Pass. But yeah, I have a story time video for you guys today. And it's going to be a story time of my first time getting high. Now, this goes back to about 5 years ago. And it was the summer of 2018. And I was about 17 years old. And I just got into drinking. Like the year before, I was like 16, just got into drinking, and I was on this new wave of getting fucked up, and yeah, I was loving it. But the only problem with this is you can't get drunk all the goddamn time. That's more like a weekend thing or whatnot, or if you just have time to get drunk. Because, you know, there's a hangover, there's a bunch of bullshit, there's everything. But I always heard about weed, and I'm like, shit, everybody be smoking the weed too, just like they be drinking. So I'm like, maybe I gotta give that a go. Now my next problem lied is, how the hell am I gonna get the goddamn weed? And I didn't even know, so I just kind of chalked it up, and I said, you know what, if weed comes to me and I like it, and then I get plugged in with the right people, and I can get a plug, I said it will work itself out. But like, I had no idea how to get a plug, and I never tried weed, so I was like, shit, I don't know what to do. But I always was thinking about it, and I was always thinking about it, and always thinking about it, until one fateful day came along, and I was out playing basketball with a buddy of mine that we are going to call Blake. So me and Blake were playing basketball. We were over at some elementary school that was in my district, not the particular elementary school that I went to, but another elementary school in the district of schools that I went to. So yeah, we were over there just hooping it up, chilling, talking. I believe I had a vape at the time too. I was into vaping. That's not really much of a story time yet at school. Kids have vapes. You try a vape. But I tried a vape. It's about the same time I tried drinking. Same concept. We had a vape. He had a vape. We were vaping it up, playing basketball, chatting it up, talking, having a good old time. And then we all got a little thirsty, and we're gonna go run up to the corner store that was down the road, like on the corner from the elementary school. Yeah, so we were walking over there to go get our drinks, and we got stopped on our way there by a buddy of mine that was never really a buddy. We never hung outside of school, but we hung out in school a little bit. Like, it was one of those dudes you like, hey, you see him in school and you talk it up and you chat, but you just never hung outside of school. So that was one of those guys. I just knew him because he was on the wrestling team with me, and he was on the cross-country team with me, and I just happened to cross him, and we're going to call this guy, we're going to call him Malachi. So I run into Malachi, and I'm like, oh, dude, what brings you around here? He's like, oh, what up, man? And he was like, oh, been a while. He's like, how's life? You know, just talking, you know. Anyway, and I'm like, what brings you around here? And he was like, oh, I was just coming over here to, like, some smoking shit. I'm like, smoke? He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go over in the woods over there, man. I got some dabs on me. I'm like, dabs? I was like, he's like, yeah, don't worry, it's weed. It's all weed. He's like, I'm like, what kind of weed? He's like, well, he was explaining it to me. He's like, well, you could take a nug, right? And he's like, if you squish it down, right? He's like, this goop stuff comes out of it, right? And he's like, you could scoop it up. And then he's like, you can smoke it, right? He's like, but you need a torch, and you heat up like a nail or something, and you touch it to it, and then like the other end, you just like, on the other end, you just inhale it in, and then there you go, a dab, whatever. He was explaining all this shit. He's basically just telling me what a nectar collector is and all that shit. That's basically what he was telling me. I had no idea what a rig was, no idea what a banger was. He didn't explain any of that stuff to me. I found out about that stuff way later on down the road. But yeah, he was just explaining me basically what a nectar collector is and all that shit, and how you get this goop from the nug, and you heat up the nail on the end of a nectar collector. and then touch the dabs to the nail, and then inhale. I mean, I'm like, I'm intrigued because I was like, well, I just got into drinking. Like, what the heck? I've been trying to get some weed, and it's how perfect is it? Like, I was literally just thinking about it, like, okay, I did the drinking. Now, I always had the thought of weed running around through my head because everybody be doing that just like the drinking. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I asked him, like, can I get one? I was like, I've never tried, like, weed before or anything. And he was like, well, this is a really potent form. He's like, this is, like, one of the most potent forms besides, like, an edible, dude. He's like, you be fucked up. He's like, but yeah, I can give you some small ones. He's like, I got you. So I was all hype about it. I was like, yeah, let's go. And he's like, all right, let's go. So I chalked it up with, like, I gave him the money. I sent him on his way to the corner store. I told him to go pick up the drinks. And I went with Malachi, and I snuck off into the woods with him, and I did some dabs. It was lit. He had a little torch. We didn't have a nectar collector, though, but we had one of the droppers from the 50 ml bottles of vape juice. You know, like the little droppers you used to get in those big bottles of vape juice. So then we just take that rubber piece off of the dropper, and then you're left with a fat end and a small end. You heat up the fat end, put the dab inside the fat end, and then you inhale from the small end. And you just do that until your little dropper cracks, and then you can no longer dab again because it's really thin glass, and you keep heating it up that many times, it's gonna crack over time, and it's just then you just can't dab anymore. And he was giving me the smallest fucking dabs, like small ass dabs. I don't even think he had a like legitimate pick. I think he just had like a little pin, like a bobby pin or something, and he was like just dropping the pin in there, like dip, pull out, like little shits, like dude, they were so little, I don't even know how to describe it. They were just small as shit. And when we first got to the woods, we were setting up everything, getting it all ready, and then a few more people pulled up. Yeah, it was Malachi's younger brother, a chick we're gonna call Stella, and a dude named Brandon. They all pulled up. We had a nice little smoke sesh out over there in the woods, and then Blake came back. He brought me my drink. I was nice and high as shit. It was awesome. Yeah, and I was chatting it up with Malachi, his younger brother, Stella, and Brandon. You're all chatting it up, nice and high as shit. And then, of course, Malachi, his younger brother, and Brandon all had to leave. Stella decided to stay back with me and Blake. And we all decided to just hang out. We played more basketball. I was riding around on my bike because we rode bikes up there, and I was just zipping around, I thought I was going so fast. I was so geeked, laughing everywhere, just laughing my ass off, just like so geeked up. Like, dude, I was so high. Like, I didn't even remember, like, in my buddy at the time, Blake, he had freaking pink braces, and I was so high, I couldn't remember his pink braces, or I don't know, his pink braces just stood out so much to me that I was just like commenting on them and whatnot, and they just caught my attention so much. I don't know, they were just so intriguing and whatever, mind-boggling to me for some dumb reason. But we continued to hang out, we continued to like hit our vapes, chill out, and we just ended up just chatting it up, talking, and then it was time for all of us to split and part our ways. Blake was gonna go home, Stella was gonna leave, the day was coming to an end, but Stella did not make it. Now, I don't want you guys to think she died or anything. That is not the case. She just did not make it with the weed. So me and Blake, we hop on our bikes, and we are on our way out, and Blake's dumbass sees a fucking bottle, so I don't know what he was thinking, but he seen just a regular bottle just laying around, and he picked it up. He smashes this goddamn bottle on the goddamn pavement. Glass goes everywhere. Next thing we know, we hear Stella yelling at us fucking from a distance. And she's like, Blake, what in the hell are you doing over there, you motherfucker? You stupid bitch. Whatever the fuck. And she's all like yelling at him, why'd you smash a bottle? You need to pick that up. And then literally like 2 to 5 minutes later, her head is down in the garbage can, and she is puking her guts out. She ended up greening out from all the dabs and the nicotine and the vapes. She couldn't handle it, and she greened the fuck out. So yeah, guys, that was my first time getting high. Yeah, I never smoked bud for my first time. I did a dab. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. If you guys did, please drop a like on the video. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you never miss one of my videos. And I am going to catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.
Do you not wipe your ass?
Never fuck with the G3 bounty hunter! Die already! Fucking ambitious bounty hunters! How dare you think you can fuck with the G3 bounty hunter? How dare you fuck with me when you don't do a job that has you do paperwork, you asshole! Fucking ambitious bounty hunter! Fuck you! Die! Eat shit, you jack off!
Hey, well, don't shoot the hook bug. That's probably somebody.
How dare you think you can fuck with the J3 bounty hunter? Ha! That hurt, huh? Yeah, here comes some more! Ah! You didn't... Why won't you just die? Eat shit, dickhead! Die already! Never fuck with the G3 bounty hunter! Boom! Boom again! Die already! How dare you fuck with the G3 bounty hunter? Fucking ambitious bounty hunter! Never fuck with the G3 bounty hunter! Why won't you just die? Ha! That hurt, huh? Yeah, here comes some more. Ah! You didn't like that, did you? Boom! Boom again! Eat Eat shit, you jack off! Die already! You're depriving me. Let me in there. Oh God, this feels amazing. You have no idea. Oh God, I'm in heaven right now. Oh, you should see this. Oh, ripping through his grill tendons like that butter. Oh, fuck. Oh, oh. Oh, I was really getting my glumps off there, wasn't I? Sorry about that. Ooh!
The name's Gus. Real good to meet you. Look at you, man. Pretty slick taking out Krubis like that, rescuing me from indentured servitude, etc., etc. I love that kind of stuff. No, what I love.
Of course! That's what I was hoping you'd say. We can use your help. But I should be clear that we are trying to take down the whole G3 cartel, and we might die.
Music to my ears. You think I don't want to take down the cartel? Buddy, that's all I want to do. That's all I dream about.
Amazing! God, I'm so glad to find another Gatlian alive and well. I love your tiny little hands, by the way. Who had those tiny hands? He died in the zombie apocalypse on Gatlas, but, you know, look, I'm sure you don't want to hear about that. We had to live through it. I mean, you know, who wants to talk about that?
And to think you never once suspected your helpless little friend, Dr. Jupi, was actually hiding his true identity. Ha! It's naive people like you that get killed by smart geniuses like me!
You know what? Who gives a shit? This is perfect. We're here to kill you either way. Fucking die, bitch!
Wait, what? Ha! You morons still have it backwards. I'll be the one killing you. Let's see how you deal with my trained recruits, who are also my torture victims!
I'm tired of killing you, fucker!
Maybe you need a jump start!
Quit wasting our time!
You should have stayed, Dr. Jupi. We loved him. You should have quit being Douglas and lived the rest of your life as that guy.
How's it been going so far?
What's up?
Ha! There never was a quitting! Look at me, dog! Oh! Catch me if you can!
I can't believe you Hans Grubered us, you sick fuck. We trusted Dr. Jupi.
Thanks again for all the help. Don't you get who you're messing with? I am jumping!
This can all stop if you just give up and go back to being Dr. Jupi forever. You know, we'd never kill Dr. Jupi. He can shoot through walls with that charge shot.
Guess what? I got a Gatlian too! You're lucky I'm still a little hungover, else you'd be dead by now! Take this! One giant leap for Douglas, one giant leap for me! There!
I already hated you because you're part of the G3, but now I hate you even more for tricking us into thinking you were a really cool guy named Dr. Jupi.
My Gatlian gotcha! I won't let you out of here alive! To the deck! A turn to bounty hunter! Look at me jump! really did appreciate your help, but I don't have a conscience, so I'm still excited to kill you. Eating fucker! I am jumping! Hey, fuck off, man!
So what, you're doing both training and torture? Couldn't they have split that up a bit? Division of labor, 2 roles?
Don't you get... Reinforcements! I thought I'd get in trouble for partying too hard, but now I get to give Garmantuan the head of a bounty hunter. One giant leap for me! Ink fast! You got lucky!
Oh, fucking electric!
Why are you even fighting the G3? What's your beef with any of us? We're all cool alien criminals! How can you manage to beat me?
We did it! Oh, ha! What? No hello? Nice to meet you? Or thank you for saving me?
Why? Like you not dying there was some sort of favor to me? Hi, I'm Sweetie. Thanks so much for rescuing me. How is that, dipshit? Now come on, use my time bubble to escape through the... Hey, if you want to slow down time, it's ready. Time for a time bubble. My trick hole's ready to blow.